What is up, you guys? Welcome to my channel. If this is your first video of mine, my name is Coach Magali. Thank you so much for being here. And in today's video, as the title suggests, I'm going to be telling you 4 easy ways to up-level your workouts instantly. And you're going to see so much better progress. You're going to have more confidence in your routine. You're just going to feel better overall, and it's going to put you a little bit forward in the progress game. So if you're into that type of content, you want to learn all about building muscle, losing weight, living a healthier lifestyle with a no BS approach, then I think you'll enjoy this channel. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Like the video to let me know to make more content like this and to let the YouTube algorithm know that you guys like this. And without further ado, let's get into how to up-level your workouts super quickly. Log your workouts. I know if you've watched any of my previous videos, you guys know how often I say this, but if you haven't heard me talk about it, or if you have, and worst, you haven't done it, please listen to me. This is one of the absolute game changer tools that not only I use with myself, but with my clients, and how I'm able to constantly ensure that there is progress made. How are you supposed to know what to do your next session? How are you supposed to know if you're making progress if you don't have anything to compare it to? How do you know if your 20-pound increase in weight is a PR if you don't have history of it? You don't know these things. And our brains just cannot simply remember everything. So make it a point every single time you go to the gym, anything that you want to see improve. Put it that way, anything that you want to see improve has to be measured and tracked in some way. Otherwise, there's just no way to know if progress is being made or not. We won't remember. We don't have the capacity to remember all of those details. And every time you go to the gym, and if there's no history of what you've done previously, again, you're not going to have any sort of information to guide you, and you're not going to have confirmation that you have made progress. So a simple notebook, the notes app on your phone, literally any method, it does not matter, but good things to write down: sets that you do, reps that you do, the weight that you used, the machine that you used, rest time, and then any notes that you know future you would be happy to have, such as, this machine felt a little weird, I can do a little bit more weight next time, this was way too heavy, we need to go down next week. And that way, every time you go into the gym, every session, you're going to have previous knowledge on how last week went, and you're going to be able to make better choices, progress, push yourself, challenge yourself, and see better results. So I know this seems trivial, I know this seems silly, but really ask yourself, have you tried it, and have you actually given it the chance to show you the magic of it? Probably not. Anybody who has progressed in their workouts has some sort of way to track them. You just have to do it. If you want to see progress in the gym, you have to log your stuff down. It's essential, and it's going to make the biggest difference. I promise you, it's going to help you out. The second one, and maybe you've heard this as well, but again, these are cliches, and these things are repeated for a reason. Okay, they are repeated for a reason. Pay attention to them. Don't come up with your workout routine when you're in the gym. It's problematic for a few different reasons. One, you waste more time. I know most of you don't have the time, nor the desire, nor the energy to be in the gym longer than you need to be, right? By sitting there and researching your workouts beforehand, like when you're already there, you're wasting time. You're spending so much valuable time that you could be using to actually work out and actually progress. So even if it's in your car, even if it's 10 minutes before you leave to the gym, or better yet, you're following a structured, legitimate program, just take a couple of minutes, a couple of moments to know when you walk in, what you're gonna do, what your intention is, and then because you have your notes down, you're gonna have an idea of what you did last week so that you can reference them and again, help you decide what your workout is gonna be this week. Now, of course, gyms are busy, things get thrown off track, maybe you got a call mid-workout and you can't finish everything. Just because you plan it, it doesn't mean that it's gonna go 100% according to plan. It rarely ever does, let's be honest, but at the very least, you are putting yourself in the best possible position, because again, you're not going to waste time. And then of course, having a plan and having a structure to follow is one of the most important things when it comes to actually seeing progress, because there is intent, there is an agenda, there is a reason to do things. But again, it doesn't have to be elaborate, it doesn't have to be crazy, you don't even have to be working with a coach. Just take a moment and plan things beforehand. It's going to save you so much time, and it's going to be amazing. Just trust me on this. It really does help. The third thing that I want you to do is stop doing too much. You're like, what? More isn't better? No. Well, Let me say this. If you just want to go in there and kill yourself for the sake of killing yourself, you don't really care if you build muscle, you don't really care if you get stronger, you just want to sweat and get tired, then this advice doesn't matter. But if you want to make progress, you want to build your glutes, you want to build your legs, you want to get stronger, you want to do your first pull-up, whatever the case is, if you actually have a goal of progressing in some way, which I am assuming you do because you're watching this video, you cannot be doing a million exercises when you're at the gym. We have this belief that the more that we do, the more exercises we put on our plan, the more sets, the more reps, the more this, the better. That isn't the case. What ends up happening when we do too many things is you end up doing lower weight, lower intensity, and you do more. So it's like less intensity, less quality for a longer period of time. That is inferior to doing less with a higher intensity, with more intention that takes up less time. I'll give you an example. If you're doing a leg press and you're doing 4 sets of 30 at 80 pounds, that 4 sets of 30 is going to take you like a minute and a half, 2 minutes to complete. If you increase the weight to 150 pounds and you went from 30 reps to 20 or maybe even 15, it takes you less time, the intensity is higher, you're actually going to get more benefit of that leg press, the heavier with less reps, than the one that is lighter with more reps. Now, keep in mind there are nuances to this. It's not always the case, but for the most part, 90% of your sessions and 90% of your exercises should be higher intensity, higher effort, close proximity to failure. What does that mean? Meaning like 1 or 2 reps more, you would fail the movement. That's how intense it should be. Your speed has slowed down. You're sweating a little bit. It's getting difficult. You're kind of questioning your entire existence. These are the thoughts and feelings you should be having in a difficult, effective set. But if you're doing a bunch of volume, a bunch of exercises, a bunch of sets and reps, but never really pushing the threshold of intensity, your muscle doesn't have a reason to grow. It doesn't have a reason to progress. You're just working out. You're just breaking a sweat. You're just getting tired. You're not actually progressing. You're not actually pushing the muscle in a significant way. So if you're doing 8, 10 exercises in a session, scale it back to 6 to 7 maybe max, and increase your weights, increase your intensity, lower the reps, push those sets really, really hard, and I promise you, you're going to see way better results. Your muscles are going to start responding. Your strength is going to start going up. I've seen it time and time again with clients, you guys. This shit works. And the best benefit of it all, you get more results in less time. Who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want that? I'm just saying, okay? It works. And last tip I'll give you to cap this video out is keep your workouts the same week after week for at least 1 to 2 months. So what does that look like? I'll give you an example. Let's say your workout split is 2 leg days, 1 upper body day, and 1 cardio and abs. Great routine. If you do Mondays and Wednesdays as your leg days, those workouts that you do Monday and Wednesday should be repeated Monday and Wednesday. Again, repeated Monday and Wednesday for at least a month, ideally 4 to 8 weeks. This is especially important because you know how you're logging your workouts and you're keeping track of stuff. This will allow you to truly pay attention to patterns and be able to look out for progress and really make sure that we are making moves in the right direction because you have a direct comparison. If your workouts are scrambled all over the place, even if you write your things down, how are you going to know that you're making progress? You won't, because everything is random. There is no structure. So at the very least, what you do on Mondays, you repeat Mondays. What you do on Wednesdays, you repeat on Wednesdays. What you do for your upper body day, you're going to repeat the 4 to 8 weeks, cardio and abs, repeat it. And here's the kicker. Every week that you go in, you're just trying to do a little bit better by either doing more weight or more reps up to 15 to 20. Don't go past 20. If you're reaching 20 reps easily, increase the weight and do less reps. But in order for you to be able to measure that, to track that, to ensure progress, you have to be repeating the same movements over and over and over again. Far too many people switch things up too often, which again makes you not be able to track progress. Your muscles aren't getting the stimulus and the practice and the repetition that having a structured routine gives you, and it just delays the progress more. These are just working out sessions. You're just working out for the sake of working out. It's like kind of going to a group class, doing the session, and then forgetting about it. But if you're going to build muscle to get better, you have to train. And training involves method. It involves structure. It involves repetition. It involves doing the same things over and over and over again until you get better at them. And the only way to do that is to do the same thing over and over and over again. But again, I know some of you get bored and you don't want to do the same routine forever. So give yourself 4 to 8 weeks, and you can switch things out, things that you've plateaued on, things that you're bored of, you want to try something new. You don't really ever have to change your workouts, change around the different exact variations you do, but the structure of your exercises doesn't really ever need to change. There might be some tweaks here and there depending on what your specific goals are for that month, but you're gonna always row, you're always gonna squat, you're always gonna leg press, you know. So 4 to 8 weeks, keep your workouts consistent, repeat what you do Mondays, repeat what you do Wednesdays, Fridays, 4 to 8 weeks, and watch your progress skyrocket. If you do that with your notes, and you push your intensity, and you repeat and repeat, it's game over. Game over. I promise you, you're gonna see such better results. You're gonna thank me. You're gonna thank me. Those are 4 simple ways to up-level your workout routine now. Obviously, there are a lot more ways to do it, but I think if you just start with these 4, you're gonna really see so much more progress. You're gonna feel so much more confidence. You're gonna feel so much more like in control of it, and it's all around just going to give you a much better experience, and then of course give you the results that you're working so hard to get. There's nothing wrong with going in and working out for the sake of having fun and not really having to track anything. That's fine. But if we're doing that all the time, we're just working out, we're just exercising, we're not training, we're not progressing, we're not going to reach a goal. Have your fun, but of course implement these 4 things, and it's going to make a massive difference in your progress. So that concludes the video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if any of these you're doing already or resonated with you, or you were surprised to find out about. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you know somebody who would benefit from this video, please do me a solid and send it their way so that I can share the message with more people and hopefully help more of you out. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you as always. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.